Hello. They call me Padre Pete, and I really don't do this sort of thing, but here I am. I've passed the point where I'd have a regular flock, and these days you'll just find me at a wedding here or a wedding there. But tonight I felt compelled to sit down and talk to you about the upcoming election, people of faith, and our president, Donald J. Trump. Because earlier today, a young man came to me while I was eating lunch and said, may I ask you a question, Father? And I said, sit, my son, you may ask me anything. And he said, over at my church, they keep telling us that voting for the president is a test of our faith. But the young man seemed a little bothered by this. So I asked, how does that make you feel? And he said, well, I have an issue with the president's morality. I said, the president's morality? What issue do you have with the president's morality? And he said, there's the stealing and the cheating and the lying and the bullying and the infidelity and the porn star. And I cut him off right there, and I asked, I said, do you feel or do you believe that sometimes God sends imperfect vessels to do his work? The young man thought for a moment, and he looked at me and he said, well, that imperfect? At that point, we both got a pretty good laugh. But again, he asked, is voting for the president a test of my faith? And I said, well, you've outlined a pretty powerful list of moral issues you have with Donald J. Trump. The young man said yes. And then I proposed maybe voting for the president isn't a test of your faith at all. Maybe voting for the president is a test of your intelligence. And he looked at me. I said, yes. I said, maybe that vote is God's way of knowing who's stupid. And the young man said, what? I said, yes. I said, if a man lives his life in complete opposition to everything that Jesus has taught us, and then one is convinced that voting for that man is a test of his faith, then that person is a stupid person. I said, do you want to be a stupid person? And he said, no. I said, in the end, I said, Jesus loves all of his children. As any parent, he's compelled to. But do you think he likes them all? Do you want to be the dumb child who's always followed by despair and darkness? Or do you want to be the intelligent child, the smart one, who always brings sunshine and joy to their parents' house? I won't tell anybody how to vote, but I will ask you this. Do you want to be the stupid child?